All right, good morning, beautiful, beautiful day here in Jersey. Nice spring weather today. So we're gonna start this morning. I got the big building behind me. It's actually two of these. It's about again 96 units. So we'll be doing this morning, probably till early afternoon, and then I got one more restaurant to visit. All right, we'll record as much as I can. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. All right, stick around to the end, and we'll recap once I'm done. Yeah, no, it's nice out.
put the on that side. Okay.
All right, so these are what we call them flat traps. They come in this solid metal, galvanized steel, and they also have a clear top. I like the solid metal because they are a little, they'll hold up a little more, a little longer. The plastic tends to crack, anything falls on it, and the trap is no good. But these are what they call flat traps or humane traps. So they're not a snap trap. Basically, it's a little latch there. It's a one-way door on one side and one-way door on the other side. It's got a little groove there so we can put the glue boards. So these are what I do is I'll just take a full glue board, cut in half, and then it goes in here. All right, you peel this off with the sticky surface on it, and it goes here. All right, so the mouse comes in and gets stuck in here, and then it's easier to just take this out and throw it out. All right, these are very, very effective, especially where you got to place them correctly wherever in the path of wherever the rodents are moving, and against the wall. Make sure the openings are against in the pathway where the rodents are at. You have to be patient with these. They don't work immediately unless you have high activity of mice going on, activity in the area. You have to wait till it's to a season. Seasoning meaning that once you get a mouse in here, you get the odor from the decayed carcass or just a mouse moving around. Then you're gonna get more mice inside. Sometimes what I start, to get it started, I use this stuff here. It's called Provoke. Provoke is basically it's just a lure. So you put a little bit around on around these little grooves, these breathing areas, these little vents that it has on the side. I rub a little bit on the outside, a little bit on the inside, just to get the mouse interested in coming in. If you don't have Provoke, I sometimes use peanut butter, and I rub it inside. I rub it on the sides just so that they can smell there's something in here. They'll get curious enough to come into the trap. Once you catch that first mouse in this, they're gonna keep coming back, because again that means it's seasoned, it's ready, and that trap, once you get one mouse in there, you're gonna keep getting more mice in there because the odor will stay inside of it, and it works fantastic. Always I tell people when I put them down, never ever to touch them with your bare hands. Always use gloves or some kind of plastic or paper. Don't put your skin oils on this, because then it scares the mice away. They'll smell your skin odor, the oils on your skin. I'm sorry, and then and they will not. It won't work. It won't be as effective. Again, so especially once it's seasoned, meaning that once you get a mouse in here, you don't want to be touching it with your bare hands. Okay, always use gloves, plastic, or a stick, or anything like that to move it around. But don't use your bare hands this way, otherwise it becomes ineffective. All right, and that's the tip for today on these flat traps.
Okay, next one, turn right. Upper right, turn right onto Scotland Road.
right. So we're all set for today. Today we did that big building. That's on our monthly schedule. We did that building is mainly the main issue there. Those is as always roaches and rodents. Right now, we only had of all the apartments we did, we only had like 2 apartments that claimed to have the issues with mice. Again, we checked the bait stations. I put a couple of glue boards down in areas where the mice are moving. And that pretty much took care of the problem. The trash chutes and were washed, so that's going to help a lot with the roaches. And also the compactor room has been cleaned out a little bit. It's under control. We put a trap, a couple of metal traps one in each of the compactor rooms. One caught a mouse, and the other one was not active. So for now, we're in good shape in that building. Then we also did today a restaurant, and the restaurant they're having issues there with mice. Again, it's an ongoing issue in this place. It goes on and off. They must be getting in from the neighboring building. They've been trying to seal as much as possible. The RTUs have RTUs outside in the back of the building. We have RTUs down in the basement, and there's a couple of smaller RTUs on the top floor, on the main level. And so they continue to have some issues there. Not major, but they are seeing mice, so it's a big concern because it's a restaurant. So then we're treating that with we also put dust. I did dust for the crack and crevice. So we dusted in the rear of some of the equipment where I was able to dust, and that should also help alleviate a little bit of the problem. We put some glue boards down in areas where they're not going to get wet. Again, these restaurants are tough because since they're constantly washing, so you got to be careful. Not, you can't really use the glue boards on the floor all the time because they wash out almost every night. So they damage. So that's why I used the traps. So you're gonna see I also put a little. I showed a little bit today on the hard metal traps that I use, which are really, really good. They're called humane traps, and they're very good. Those things are they galvanize. They will rust if they're constantly wet, obviously, but they last a very long time unless they're crushed or something like that. Those things are reusable, and you can use them for years if you handle them correctly. All right, I hope you guys liked the video, and if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below, and I'll get right back to you.